So last week, you guys recovered the sword of the Archduke of Avernus, her angelic sword, and Krayley was able to pull it from the stone it was hidden away in. The sword chooses its wielder, someone that it believes has a worthy soul, and it picked Krayley. Krayley, I don't know if you've thought about it too much, but what do you sort of look like now as you've become infused with celestial power? How do you envision Krayley has changed?
Okay. I imagine Krayley kind of has the quintessential more silver eyes. The wings, I would say, do give that feathery white, but to kind of personalize it a little bit, I feel like it would have a little bit of a floral take on that. And then
Like
maybe
you have those the flowers that were your mother's favorite flowers, kind of growing out of the wings in places.
Yep, exactly what I was thinking.
That's cool.
And then maybe a little bit of tinges of black near the edges of the wings, but other than that, I would say Krayley, besides the wings and the silver eyes, Krayley still kind of looks like himself. So,
the part of the reason why the sword chose you is that, despite you saying that you would not, to Zariel in Lulu's memories, that you would not sacrifice everything to save others, the sword knows the choices you've made throughout the course of this journey you've all taken, and time and again you put yourself in direct harm's way, even handing away the essence of yourself to a devil to protect others. And the sword is a sentient weapon, but it communicates through emotion, and what you can feel with the sword sort of thrumming in your hand there now is it's communicating this sort of emotion of reassurance, that even if it is just for the time being, the sword is in the most suitable hands. As you guys were speaking with Yale, the ghost guarding the citadel that was created in tandem with Lulu to protect the sword, you all saw a red comet streaking across the skies of Avernus in your direction, and Belle appeared before you after the scab exploded, and he has come to claim what he believes are rightfully his, your souls that were given freely and fairly, and it may remain a mystery forever how one of your old companions, Dolos, pulled it off, but they were returned to you, and that has not made Belle too happy. You guys attempted to have a bit of discourse with Belle, but he has now assumed a attack posture before you. And he looks like he's about to rush into battle with you all. Are there any final words that any of you would like to say to Belle? any last pleas or any escape tactics that you would like to put into effect? Why don't you guys make some perception checks?
Okay.
Bell, he, draws his massive greatsword that he's forged himself in the depths of his furnace, his volcano. The blade is, almost as long as his own body, and he sort of glides his hand up the backside of the flat edge of the sword, and it sort of ignites like flame tongue, in just this blazing fire that illuminates the blade so brightly. It almost looks like a lightsaber. It's just kind of sparking off, and from where you're standing on the precipice of this platform of the citadel that remains, you can feel the heat coming off of not only Bell's weapon, but Bell himself. From behind you all, in the opposite direction, in the haze of Avernus, you can hear the leathery flapping of wings. And you peer over your shoulder, and you can see in the distance a large white dragon flying in your direction. Beside it, a wyvern, and atop of these two flying beasts, atop of the dragon, is a red-scaled dragonborn in black plate armor, sort of holding the reins of the dragon with one hand, sort of standing on his back. Beside him on the wyvern, you can see a stout, dark turtle with a big black spiked shell on the back of the wyvern, kind of haunched down, with his stubby legs kind of hanging off the neck of the creature. And sort of wreathed around them are 5 white abashi, and they're coming in your direction. And you see Bell is about to charge you guys, and when they spot you down, the dragonborn sort of points, and you see him turn his head, and he shouts at the turtle, who's like shaking his head, and they sort of start diving down towards your location. And Bell, he says, it's always something here. And he says, this isn't over. And he runs his hand up the blade again, and he draws all the flame off of the blade into a big ball of fire in one of his hands, and he hurls it into the sky at the dragon, which you can see the dragonborn pulls the reins and turns it to one side, and the ball goes like buzzing past in between the dragon and the wyvern. And Bell, she's a sword.
Sylvie looks at the others, just like, okay, let's go now.
Yeah, let's take this as a good omen and get out of here.
Bell sheathes his sword, and he says, this isn't over. And he gets in his throne, and it floats up, and it starts hurling away towards his volcano. And you guys are expressing that you would like to leave. How would you like to do so?
Well, I mean, does it look like the Dragonborn and dragons are coming towards us still?
They're getting pretty close. It would have to be some kind of quick teleportation that will get you guys out of here before they arrive.
Yeah. Lep had suggested use teleport via plants to get back to El Terrell.
He did. I will let you guys decide, since Lep's not here, in this quick moment, you have Lep can cast his spell and transport you guys back towards Avernus, or you can stay here and deal with this confrontation.
We already attempted this once, and it did not go very well.
Well, there's only one dragon this time. I would say that yeah, I guess it's hard to tell.
Krayley last time offered the seeds he had remaining to Lep. But Krayley still has some magma blossoms that are probably withered and not doing so hot in stock. So Krayley will offer them up to Lep to see, can you do anything with these?
Please.
Yeah.
What would he be able to do with the seeds? What are they? Sorry, what are they?
They're the magma blossoms.
Oh.
I grabbed them when we first kind of left Bell, but I was not keeping them alive, so I don't know what state they're in. Probably not healthy. Kind of forgot I had them, to be honest.
Let me double check Lep's sheet real quick. Transport via plants. A larger inanimate plant. Plant growth. Okay, so yeah, he could cast plant growth. He could cast plant growth on those, make them larger, and then cast transport via plants. I think that would work. He says, yeah, throw them on the ground, quick.
I will throw all the magma blossoms I have, which is 5, onto
As the
ground.
others are coming towards you guys. They've closed the distance pretty good. And on the here, I'll pop over to the map here, but we'll see what happens. The Abashi have closed, and now you can see that they're landing on the pillars around you. And you toss the plants on the ground. Lep casts plant growth on them, and they grow to a larger size. One of them sort of springs up in a big blossom, and there's a big shadow over your guys' head as the white dragon goes over the top of you guys, and as it's like flapping his wings down to land, Lep then follows it up by a transport via plants spell. And you guys hear the Dragonborn say, "Oh, now, where do you think you're going?" And he's going to try and counterspell it.
Ooh.
So I think he's got to roll a DC 16 Arcana check, right?
It's 10 plus spell level, and the check is just a straight spellcasting check. So if his spellcasting ability is charisma, that's just a flat charisma check.
Ah, okay. You see the plant begin to sort of split open, and a sliver of a little portal begin to appear that you guys can kind of jump through. And as the dragon touches down, you know, the heavy body of the dragon sort of splinters some of the stone of the remainder of the temple, and the Dragonborn holds out his withered hand, and there's like a flash of green energy, and he rolled an 18, so the plant withers away.
Is this something
Silvery
that
bar.
Sylvie can? Yeah, silvery bar. Yes!
Yeah, it's a he's casting a counter spell, so he's got to roll again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A natural 20.
Oh.
That was so close.
You can give somebody advantage. I don't know how long that lasts.
I'll give it to Mavathor this time.
Yeah. Lovely. All right.
Let me get rid of Bell here. The Dragonborn climbs down off of the dragon, and he like looks off in the direction of the bell speeding away in a comet back towards the forge, and he says, "Oh, what a shame. I was looking forward to spilling that devil's blood." And he sort of stares longingly at Bell cutting away in the distance, and you hear the turtle go, "Well, Master, it looks like not all is lost. You could probably use that creature there to fuel your next few days. I can detect a great good in her heart. It's the purest life form I've ever seen." And Arkhan turns towards the rest of you, and he walks towards, and he kind of takes a few steps towards you guys, and the turtle kind of comes behind him. And
Can Krayley use a bonus action?
Sure.
Is there enough time for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Krayley will... I'm going to just post it in the chat.
you're not in turn order or anything at the moment.
Krayley will use a bonus action to intensify the sword's light, which I will post. So, 15-foot radius is bright light, an additional 15 dim light, and then any fiends will have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Oh,
Within 15 feet.
Nice. Within how many feet?
15 feet.
15. Okay, let me give you a aura here.
Okay. And Krayley does that, he'll step forward 5 feet.
He kind of looks you guys over, and he says, No. Wait a minute. Obi, is this not the four that attacked my tower? And the dragon, like, tips its head up and roars. And,
Guilty as charged.
Arkhan says, now, if you wanted to come for dinner, you could have just asked for a formal invitation.
That would be all too easy, though.
Yeah, and we were running on a bit of a tight schedule, so we didn't really have time to ask.
Arkhan says, well, I was really hoping to have a conversation with Belle there. But, this doesn't have to become a whole thing. Why don't you just give me that little celestial creature behind you, and I'll be on my way. Live and let live. I'll forgive your trespassing, even.
Hard pass.
You know, I was sort of hoping you'd say that anyways. Arkhan, pulls his big, wicked-looking axe off of his belt, and he sort of taps the end of it on the stones, and he says, well then, I'm looking forward to consuming your souls. Why don't you guys select your tokens and roll initiative?
All right.
I'm gonna use the silvery barbs to get advantage on my initiative roll.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Oh,
Any fiends in your aura have disadvantage on their attacks? Is that what it?
Yeah, just within the bright light, so
Okay.
that for 15 feet.
Fiend. All right. The Abashi are definitely fiends. Is the Manticore a fiend? No, it's a monstrosity. Okay. Just making sure I have mechanics right. And, oh yeah, I gotta do LEP, huh? LEP. Did I get everybody? Yes. Okay, Krayley, you're up.
Krayley will slowly walk forward directly towards him and make an attack.
Okay.
I think I got everything set right. So, 1, 2. I believe I got 3 now. I totally forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been a minute, and I am using 2 hands on these.
Nice.
Whoa.
Hopefully they hit.
Your first swing goes and you slash and into Arkhan's dark obsidian-looking armor, and this shower of like celestial sparks goes flying off. And your next 2 attacks, he blocks with his axe. More sparks go flying as your 2 weapons collide. All 3 miss.
Oh, okay. That'll be my turn.
Ah, plus 12 to hit. That is a lot. Those were low rolls.
They really were.
Arkhan says, after the three sparks, after the spark shower, after your 3 attacks, you guys all hear a sort of a mysterious voice echoing off of the pillars, sort of filling the area. This raspy sound that says, "Well, look who it is. So this is where you've squirreled yourself away from Arkhan. I'm glad I didn't leave this infernal stone unturned." And Krayley, you can see that Arkhan sort of gets this flash of a fearful, or maybe kind of a confused look in his eyes. And then you guys hear like this horrible screeching sound as one of the abashis on one of the pillars just withers instantly into dust. And Arkhan says, "No, this can't be. I watched you die!" And Mavathor, you're up.
Alright. Seeing the Abishai dying is a good sign. I'll walk on over to Krayley here and say that although I'm a little bitter that somehow this weapon didn't see me as worthy, let's see if I can sharpen it a little bit, and he'll touch the hilt and it'll gain the effects of Gift of the Chromatic for lightning damage, and then as his action, he'll cast Holy Weapon on it. Question: would you stipulate for Holy Weapon that the light rating off of it gets even more intense? Because it says it sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius on a Holy Weapon.
Yeah, sure. We can make it 45.
Okay. Yeah. It's blinding.
And,
Oh my god.
man, this
So we
part of
puts
that.
on some shade.
Yeah, and as part of that casting, he'll use his voice of authority to command Krayley to strike down this aberration.
I will make an attack.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, with Mavathor's Radiant and Zaps.
28 does hit, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
30, what is that, 33 total?
Oh, I didn't do the math.
Yeah.
18, 20, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
This time, you break through Arkhan's defenses, and you slash into him with Zariel's blade in a flash of bright light as it's illuminated by Mavathor's magic. Okay, he's not resistant to any of your damage. All right. You strike Arkhan for 33. And Mavathor, anything else?
That'll be my turn.
All right. The dragon flaps its wings, hovering maybe 15 feet off the ground. He rises into the air and sorry. He flaps over in this direction and is going to attempt to get as many of you as he can. Yeah, I think that works. So why don't you guys make DC 19 con saves? Kralie, Mavathor, Sylvie. I think not enough of Lep's token is covered by this, so I think I'll just...
everyone gets a +5.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice. All right. So you all take half of 53, so 26 cold damage as a blast of cold air from the dragon spills out over all of you.
Right.
And let's see, is that the dead one? No. Sylvie, one of these Abashi, leaps off the pillar to attack at you. As they come down with their longsword in two hands, they make one attack, a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Which is the low roll for your cloak.
Yeah.
You take 7 slashing damage, and it's... Oh, sorry,
Okay.
11 slashing damage. Their second attack misses you.
Okay.
And the turtle sort of whirls his staff above his head. And he is going to cast... I guess he's just going to go for a nice little Spirit Guardians. So you guys see like a bunch of these, a cloud of these little wispy like green souls rise up and start to like roll around him in a bit of a radius, and he's going to move in towards you guys once I pop that on him. He moves forward to about here. So DC 16 wisdom saves, or 16 necrotic damage.
Kralie will use Indomitable, one of his Indomitables, to reroll that.
33.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Sylvie saves
I'd say
also.
Thank you.
I don't think it's Spirit Guardians is all or nothing, right, Mavathor?
No, you take
Half.
half.
Half if you save, 8 necrotic, 16 if you fail. A DC 16 wisdom save.
Necrotic, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And Lep is going to enter his starry form of Chalice, which I will try to make sure that I remember. And he's going to cast a Healing Spirit. Which he's going to... He's going to drop it in your... He's going to drop it... Here, let me put something down to represent it. He's going to drop it on you, Sylvie, and you're going to heal for 2d8 plus 2d6. plus his wisdom, which is a +5, so 17. You heal for 17. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Lab.
The wisdom modifier applies twice because Chalice gives you D8 plus wisdom, so
21
it should be
total.
+10.
Heal for 21. You can move through the token's space to get the effects of that healing, or on his turn he'll move it around himself. But for now he drops it right there next to Sylvie, and one of the Abashi flies down and will make some attacks against Lip. One of them hitting for 14. And whoops. And then Lulu casts Bless on all of you.
Thank you, Lulu.
She says, "We've come too far. This nonsense ends now. You vile creature! We will not stand for this!" Sylvie, you're up. I think Lulu's gonna fly over this way a little bit. And Sylvie, your turn.
Okay. Sylvie's gonna look at the turtle man and be like, okay, two could play at that game. And she's gonna cast her own version of Spirit Guardians at level 4.
Alright, we're just gonna get some serious aura overlap going here. Alright. Is the mouse... Oh, well, obviously I know what Sylvie's is.
I imagine her aura is like a mixture of pastel blue and purple, and her guardians are like butterflies.
Nice.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I freaking love it.
Alright, you got Spirit Guardians going, so these 3 Abashis and the turtle will all make the wisdom saves here.
Yeah. They save, or if they fail, they take 21 radiant damage.
Alright. 2 of the Abashi take the full, and the other one takes half.
Awesome.
Oh, I did the wrong one. Oh shit. And the turtle I tried to be organized, but it always gets all jacked. He takes the full as well.
Awesome. And then, I'm going to use Unsettling Words as a bonus action. So I spend one of my Bardic Inspiration. I'm gonna choose Turtle Man in front of me. And anytime, or when he makes a saving throw before my next turn, he has to subtract a D8, I believe that I roll. Yeah. So I roll a D8 and he has to subtract that from his next saving throw.
The turtle?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he has to subtract 2 from his next saving throw. And that will be my turn.
Alright. You see Arkhan's eyes sort of darting around. The ruins here looking for the disembodied voice, the source of it. But then he finally settles his gaze down on you, Krayley, and he takes his axe in two hands. And his first attack is a natural 20.
Silvery barbs! And then I'll give the advantage to Krayley.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
His second attack is a 29 to hit, so you take a total
At least it's not a nat 20.
34. And the attacks again. 17 to hit for the second attack. And a 27 to hit for the third.
Oof. Okay.
For a total of 80 damage.
You said 80?
83.
83, okay.
As he slams into you 3 times with his big curved blade.
Do some math real quick.
How you doing over there?
Ooh, not too well.
Oh no.
Can we do that? Okay. Ooh, not 285. 28. Okay. Ooh, that hurt. Oh.
Alright. And Abashi... Oh, that's the dead one. Manticore takes to the air a little bit as well. He flies over this way. And the Manticore will shoot 2 tail spikes at you, Sylvie. An 18 to hit for 8 piercing, and the second one hits the stones beside you.
Okay, what do I have to roll to keep my concentration? It's Constitution, right?
I think with 8 damage, it's just a 10. A 10
Okay.
con save, yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Alright, we're good.
Yeah. Alright. Another Abashi comes down and will do 2 more attacks trying to hit you, Sylvie. The first one just missing, and the second one they try and bite. And 22 to hit for 10 total damage, 4 piercing, 6 cold.
Sorry, what was the damage?
10 total. 4 piercing
10
and
total.
6 cold,
Okay.
yeah.
Did it not go through? Oh, there it goes. Man, I'm rolling low. I'm scared.
The final Abashi hops down and makes 2 more attacks as well. The first one missing you, Sylvie, and the second one for 11 total damage. 8 piercing and 3 cold.
Okay. Alright, they're getting better.
After Arkhan rails into you, he seems like he's after being shaken by the voice, and but then it comes again, sort of bouncing off of the pillars, and you hear the whispers of an unknown entity, and they say, I've always found the hubris of mortals amusing. They get a little power, maybe even speak to a god once or twice, and then they start to imagine themselves as a god. But for a true god, Arkhan, death is merely an inconvenience. And 2 of the Abashi by you, Sylvie, just disintegrate into black powder. Arkhan says, "Then show yourself, you coward! Face me so I may take your eye as well!" And, Krayley, you're up.
Okay, Krayley will, for now, just make 3 attacks on Arkhan. First one will be with advantage, thanks to Sylvie. So, do that for the first one here. With advantage.
Yeah, that's
Following
good.
2 attacks. And for the first one that hits, I would like to use my superiority die.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm going to use the maneuver disarming attack on that first one that hits. So it's a DC 17 strength, or he drops the axe he's wielding.
Oh. 22.
Passes. Alright.
Let's see, your total damage was 35.
I should really be cockfighting this.
68.
Plus 17. Plus 4. Plus 11. Plus 12. Plus 8. Alright, what'd you say?
68, I think?
How many hit? Was it just 2?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Oh, wait. Is the 19 plus 4 the bless?
Yes.
Okay, the third one hits as well then.
Okay,
so
then I
that's
counted
78, 90, 98?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I was getting.
I don't suppose I could tempt you to action surge right now.
3 slashes. Your blade brightly illuminating this whole area in this just kind of radiant light. Your first slash just like kind of arcs into Arkhan's armor, cutting into his flesh. Your second 2 attacks strike him as well for the total of 98 damage. Okay.
I did not plan to action surge, so I won't. But I am going to use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
So it's just a 1d10 plus my level. Oof. So 15. Okay. And that's my turn.
Alright, Malachor will tap Krayley on the shoulder and say, I think you should kill him before that voice does. I think you're killing him would be more merciful than whatever that thing is. And he will cast Heal on Krayley, so he gets 70 hit points back.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
And as part of that casting, Krayley can attack Arkhan again.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So many hit points there. Okay. And I will make an attack. Just regular. Oof.
Oh, that would have been so much damage.
Yeah. Oof. Sorry, y'all.
That's alright.
Poor ground.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Mavathor?
Yeah, as his action, he'll you said the dragon's only like 15 feet off the ground, right?
Yeah, not too high.
Yeah, he'll fly over until he's around its back area, and as his bonus action, he'll drop his shadows on top of it.
Nice.
Yes.
And yeah, he only had 4 last time, so and then the shadows will attack. So I believe that's 3 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, so 18 plus 16.
35?
They'll get +5 to their damage
Oh,
rolls,
yeah.
so 50 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
And the White Dragon's strength score is reduced by 6.
Okay. Dragon turn. The dragon will use its frightful presence. Everyone make a DC 14 Wisdom save.
Oh boy.
And I don't know why I haven't done this a long time ago, but where like the party loot, party travel token, flora and fauna, I popped in a conditions cheat sheet, so it's just like clickable right there, and it's like a quickly able to just kind of check what a condition is if you need to.
Oh, cool.
You all save, which is cool. -6 to the strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
16. Then the dragon will try and bite you, Mavathor.
Okay.
24 to hit. Oh,
That one
sorry,
does
that's
hit.
it's gonna have a -3 because of the strength drop. So
Okay.
21.
Yeah, that misses. That misses.
And it will do another natural 20. So it's going to be 43 slashing damage. And the final attack is a miss.
Yep, I'm good with the holy weapon.
The turtle says, "Don't worry, Master. I'll help you." And they will. Okay. 60 feet range. Okay. They will cast heal on Arkhan for 70.
Oh.
They say, "We will be victorious, Arkhan." Back to 1. Okay. And Lep will move the spirit. Actually, he'll just hit you with it again, Sylvie. So you'll get 29 points of healing.
Oh, thank God.
All right, and
Bless you, Lef.
and they will. I think that he can move it around with his bonus action and make it heal stuff. So after that, he will do a moonbeam. I think on the turtle. Maybe that sounds like something Lep would do. He'll upcast it 1 level. Why not? And a DC 18 con save for Kroll. Which they fail and take 15 radiant. Okay. And the turtle's sort of illuminated by this soft beam of light out of the sky. He kind of tries to shield his eyes and from the burning sensation that's now covering him. One of the Abashi that's still around will make 2 attacks at Lep. One of them a crit. Both of them a crit.
Ooh.
20, 31, 32, 33. 41 total damage. Ibashi kind of slices down Lep's back as he's focused on healing in his moonbeam, and then claws at him as well. And Lep cries out in pain. That's a good chunk for him. Lulu will float around and they'll say, she'll say, "Stop hurting my companions!" She'll float over here, and she'll blast this Abashi with her trumpet. Big rain of sparkles and force blows out of her little nose in a thunderous sound. And Abashi will take 18 thunder damage.
Hell yeah.
And Sylvia, you're up.
Okay, do I re-roll for Spirit Guardians?
You can if you want to. Yeah, I've just ruled that you can re-roll if you want, or you can. I think it's one or the other. I think if you re-roll, then you always re-roll. If you keep it, then you just keep it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll re-roll. I'll re-roll.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, I shouldn't have re-rolled.
I mean, it's not bad.
That's true. 18, and then everybody has to save again, right?
Yeah, I think so. DC 16 or 18 from you. I can't remember.
18.
All right. Wisdom. Turtle fails.
Nice.
2 Abashi that are still up. Both fail as well, so they'll all take the full. I think the turtle might have to save for his spirit guardians. It's a concentration, right, Mavathor?
Yeah, DC 10.
Yes, yes. You never know, he could fuck it up. Oh, you know what? I did miss his spirit guardians on his turn. Let me resolve this guy real quick. But you guys also have to make saves. Krayley, Lep, and Sylvie, because you guys are all in his radius still. I know there's a lot of shit on the board there.
15.
His DC is a 16. He rolled a 5 necrotic, though, so it's pretty low.
That's so sad.
So yeah, DC 16 Wisdom save from Kroll's Spirit Guardians for 5 necrotic damage if you fail. 2 if you succeed. Alright, they all took the damage.
Okay. Moonbeam, is that just a 5-foot radius?
Yeah, I think it just shows on,
Okay,
5-foot
good.
radius,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna... Oh, wait. I'm going to cunning action, disengage. And I'm gonna attack him with, my moth shadow.
Okay, sounds good.
23 to hit for 10 piercing.
That definitely hits. And I think Lep
Dope.
lost his healing spirit when he cast the moonbeam as well. They're both concentration. You stab the turtle in his side for 10 piercing with the moss shadow.
Then I go, ha ha ha!
Oh yeah, he'll make another con save for that as well. Con. You stab him in his side. You stab him in his side, and you see all the little green spirits kind of fall to the ground, and he loses his concentration on spirit guardians there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The turtle kind of sniffs at you, and he says, Arkhan, this one's carrying 2 souls. Arkhan says, yes, Kroll, one thing at a time. And,
And Sylvie goes, yes, Kroll, one thing at a time. Jesus.
he will, he'll cast a spell. He will raise his withered hand up in the air, and the save is Wisdom. Mavathor, Krayley, Sylvie, and Lep. You all need to make a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, let me hit Lep real quick.
Come on, Lep. Come on, Lep.
He's probably gonna regret this now. Wisdom. All right, none of you are slowed. Manticore will shoot a couple of spikes at you, Sylvie. One of them strikes you for 10 piercing damage. And that guy's dead. One of the Abashi that are still alive will come behind and make a longsword attack. 17 to hit for 10 slashing. And a claw will miss. Krayley, you're up.
Krayley will use a bonus action to use one of his rabbit hops to jump kind of directly over top of him and land behind him. And then I do have a question.
Yeah.
I do want to kind of scan, since I've been facing Arkhan, just kind of scan the direction I came from. Does my true sight show anybody unexpected, so to speak?
What is the range of your true sight?
Oh, great question. Let me see if it gives a range. 60 feet.
60. Whoops. Yeah, you can see circling around the edges of your light, kind of just outside of the radius of where it shines. You can't quite see the full form of a figure, but what you can see is this pool of black energy writhing around, and it's sort of kind of just slowly moving around the combat encounter here in a patient circle.
Okay.
Currently, it's right about here.
Okay. After I hop over, I will kind of say to Arkhan, if you're looking for that black cloud, piece of advice, I'd avoid southwest. And then I kind of did a lot there. If you want to count that as my action.
No, it's cool. Make a deception check.
Okay, sounds good. Oof, I got 0 bonuses to that.
We'll call it a bonus action.
Okay. Not very convincing.
It's southwest.
I think.
I think.
Well, you don't know what direction southwest is, so
That's true.
you could just
I'm
point
a
in
little
random direction.
confused.
Southwest.
Look over there.
You can still attack if you like.
Okay, I will. I will make my 3 attacks here.
Arkhan's really gonna pay for casting that spell here. Alright, your second 2 attacks do hit for a total
Oh, yes!
46.
80.
How many level 6 spell slots does this turtle have?
What?
Okay. Mavathor.
Alright.
Oh, you know what?
Uh.
Before you go, Mavathor,
Okay.
you see sort of. Well, Arkhan says, black void, and he does sort of like look a little over his shoulder, and then he starts kind of looking around again, and you hear the same voice that says, "Ah, your mortal heart quickens, Arkhan. The fear's setting in, isn't it? That fear is truth, Arkhan the Cruel. You will never be a god. But maybe when I reshape the multiverse in my own image, I will make you my dog." And the remaining 2 Abashi disintegrate into little piles of black dust. Arkhan says, "I will never be your dog!" And Mavathor, it's your turn.
Alright. Alright, yeah. He will go ahead and yeah, he'll cast Healing Word on Krayley. So Krayley heals for first level, so 6 plus heals for 11, and he can take an attack against Arkhan.
Now,
Oof. 28. Okay. Another strike at Arkhan. A shower of radiant sparks.
And then, as his action, he'll cast Toll the Dead on Arkhan, so DC 18 Wisdom save.
Alright. Which he fails.
Okay, so he takes 3d12 necrotic damage. 27
Yeah.
necrotic damage.
Good lord.
And that'll be me, and then my shadows will attack the white dragon. So I believe that's only 2 hits.
The AC is 18 of the dragon.
Yes, only 2 hits. So 24 points of necrotic damage,
Nice.
and its strength score is reduced by 5.
Oof. Alright.
And that's his turn.
Right. The dragon draws in another sharp breath, pulling in all of the air as its chest swells and blows out another cold of cone. Cold of cone? Cone of cold energy. I think he's just gonna focus it down at you, Mavathor. So why don't you make a DC 19 Constitution save for me?
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
25 cold damage as the dragon blows a cold breath over you.
And I took a Infernal Constitution feat, so I have resistance to cold.
Nice.
So I know 12 damage.
Oh my goodness.
Kroll says, Master, I don't know if this encounter is in our favor anymore. Perhaps we should consider heading back to the tower. And Arkhan says,
Yeah, you run away.
just heal me. And the turtle heals Arkhan for another 80 points of damage, casting the level 7 heal.
Nice.
80.
Nice.
105. Okay. Whoops, said that out loud. Lep will moonbeam. Keep his moonbeam going on the turtle.
Yes.
I think I upcasted it at level 3, didn't I? So, 19 on the turtle if he fails his save here. Which he does. Okay. And I think all the Abashi are dead, right?
Yeah.
Lulu will. Who's looking super rough? Let's see. Lep is kind of beat. Lulu will shine some golden light on Lep and heal him for with an extra D8 on top of that. Heal him for 16. Okay. And Sylvie, you're up.
Okay, I'm just gonna go blades in on this one. I'm gonna do Moth Shadow, usual hand, and then Fang on half hand. Okay. That's depressing.
Your first attack misses, but Fang, you managed to strike with 4 or 2.
This is the most depressing roll
I'm sorry.
I've ever done.
He's got a hard shell, you know. He's got a big hard
Look
shell.
at all those words.
You don't add your dex modifier to Fang? It only says 2.
I don't know if
Shouldn't it
they.
be
I don't.
2d4
You don't have.
plus-
You don't have the fighting style, right? You gotta have.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I
Yeah.
forgot there's a specific fighting style for
Yeah.
offhands.
Yeah.
Anything else, Sylvie?
Oh wait, I forgot about my spirit guardians.
Oh yeah, roll it.
Oh, hell yeah.
You could move around the turtle a little bit to get Arkhan in there if you wanted to, and the Manticore. He's only
Ooh.
15 feet off the ground.
Yeah, oh my god, that's
Almost max roll, yeah.
Sorry, what was your DC again? 18?
Yeah.
All right, wisdom.
Okay. Here.
Nat 20 from the turtle. So he'll take half.
Damn turtle.
I know. Half of 30. Okay, 15. Arkhan will make a wisdom. He'll take the full 30.
nice.
And if there's nothing else left in ya, Sylvie, it's Arkhan's turn. He'll take his axe in two hands, trying to swing down at you as viciously as possible. Krayley, first is a 32 to hit.
Miss. I'm just kidding.
Bonus action. Okay, cool. I don't know. 24. I'll total the damage. We'll do all the attacks first. Okay, so second attack, 31 to hit, and a third attack would miss you. Well, a 15 does hit, right?
Yep.
Okay. 10, 20. $75 total damage.
Are you still alive?
Yep.
Do you have any resistance?
Okay, good.
To cold?
No, not to cold.
Okay, then 75 total. And with his bonus action, he's going to slip out a potion and chug it.
Right in front of my face.
Because NPCs carry magic stuff too. He'll heal himself for 37 with the potion of healing.
Okay.
Alright. Manticore will take a couple of pop shots with his tail spikes. First one is a 17 to hit Sylvie for 8 piercing, and the second one is a natural 20 for 13 total piercing. Or, so sorry, so
Okay.
10, 18, 21 total. 21 total damage.
Right.
And,
Alright, we're good. Spirit Guardians is good.
Arkhan, he says, after he chugs the potion and hits you a couple times with his axe, sort of shouts to the air, kind of lifts his head and shouts to the void. He says, I will be a god! And there's this sort of that pool of dark energy that you've been sensing with your true sight there, Krayley. In a flash, as Arkhan's shouting that he'll be a god, his maw is kind of open and his thick tongue is sort of hanging out of his mouth, and that dark energy sort of flashes in right behind Arkhan, and this tall, spindly, gray figure appears just behind Arkhan, and you see him wrap one arm around Arkhan's neck and sort of choke him as he's shouting. It's kind of muffled, and you notice, Krayley, that this figure is missing a hand that he uses to sort of put Arkhan in a chokehold here. And with a quick flash, you see this wicked-looking dagger just swipe up in front of Arkhan's face and cut off his tongue. And blood squirts out onto you, and the tongue falls to the stones. And the figure then flashes away quickly in a dark, another dark flash of energy.
At least he shut him up.
That's true. Oh, the things you see in Avernus.
And you're up. You're up, Krayley.
Is that black, misty?
It's like over here
shape.
now.
Okay, so it's still hanging around.
It appeared just like very momentarily right here. Cut off Arkhan's tongue as he was shouting, "He will be a god," and then disappeared again.
Okay. Rayleigh will make 3 attacks.
Ooh.
2, 3.
Ooh.
Doesn't something extra happen with your sword on a nat 20?
Not
so.
that I'm aware of.
Maybe I missed it. Or I made it up. Alright, well, that is a shitload of damage. All 3 attacks hit as well. Jesus, I'm gonna need the calculator for that one. 14 plus 16 plus 11 plus 6.
163.
Good lord. Krayley, how does Arkhan die?
In a blinding light, Krayley will just chop him through, kind of shoulder to hip.
As the radiant light of your sword is sort of illuminating the area in this just arc of white energy, you slice through Arkhan. You hack off actually his like non-dead side. You can see like half of his body under his armor is kind of withered and rotted, and you hack off his good strong arm, which like falls to the ground. His axe clatters on the stone, and this like look of surprise on his face before he like drops to his knees and falls to one side. The dragon sort of roars out in anguish as his master falls. The turtle also sort of reaches out and it says, "Arkhan!"
All right.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
163. Mamathor, you're up.
Alright, well. He himself is taking a little bit of beating, so he'll
That's awesome.
cast Cure Wounds at 4th level on himself. Okay. Actually, I need to. Okay, so he heals himself for 39 points of damage. And he doesn't really have much he wants to do as a bonus action, so I'll just pass it to his shadows, which will keep attacking the white dragon. Three hits for 38 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
And its strength score is reduced by 11.
All right, that's how much it had left.
Ooh.
Mamathor, how does the dragon die?
I believe the shadows see the opening for when it cries out in anguish at seeing Arkhan fell, and they'll just quickly pile into its open mouth and rip it up from the inside.
Oh, God.
Very nice. Kroll's going to take an opportunity attack from you, Sylvie.
Oh, because he's running away. Okay. I was confused at first.
That is going to hit for 10 piercing. All right. As he turns away, you sort of get him again in his side, and he lumbers towards the manticore.
Yeah, that's right. You run away.
Reaching up for it to come grab him. Lep will moonbeam on him again with his concentration. Turtle will level 3. Ooh, that's a low damage roll. Turtle will make a con save because it's not quite enough to kill him either way. Which he fails and takes the full 11. And Lulu zooms over and says, "No, you vile creature, you won't be going anywhere today!" And she does another blast of her horn on Kroll as he's trying to get the manticore to come pick him up. A shower of golden sparkles as the turtle kind of like tries to duck in on himself. A big blast of thunderous energy comes out of Lulu's little trunk and just cracks the turtle's shell wide open down the middle. Half his shell sort of like slacks off. You can see this bit of like green putrid slime on the skin of the turtle's back as his shell exposes like the inner withered parts of his flesh that are covered by it, and the turtle falls. Sylvie, you're up. Manticore, I think, is the only thing left.
Okay, well, Sylvie is gonna go. And then she's gonna roll her Spirit Guardians. It's only 12. If he
The Manticore will take the 12 damage.
fails. Okay. And then she is going to cast Shatter on him at 5th level.
Ooh, nice.
So that's 24. And he has to beat a DC 18 con save.
Yeah, he takes the full damage.
Okay, and yeah, that's all she does.
Alright. The Manticore, as it sort of flaps its wings and starts to kind of fly higher, it'll fly up. As it's flying up, it'll throw a couple of spikes in your direction, Sylvie, for 12 piercing total. Both attacks are 21 to hit, and it flies another 50 feet into the air, so it's 65 feet up now. As it's trying to fly away, you guys can, if you want to let it go, you can let it go. If you want to bring it down, you can bring it down.
Let's just let it go.
Okay.
You guys see the creature fly away off into the red Avernus sky, and we'll take our mid-session break right here. So we'll be back in 5. Well done. 163 damage. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
We'll come back for some encounter resolution after this short break.
All right. From our sponsors.
This week's sponsor is Magic Kitty Kibble. Defeat your magical cat.